like, yeah, I took the ham out of burgers.
Yeah, and the thing is he was clowning people on a song he did. He was clowning people for saying stuff like that, simple rhymes. I bang like bangers, all them silly rhymes. I'm like, and then you out here, I'm swift like Taylor. I took the wine out of Amy's house. It's like, oh my gosh. I swear, I heard that line out of everything that was said. I heard that line the most.
I bet you were like, what?
I heard that. I said, oh no. And he paused before he said that line. It's like he got stuck and went right to that line. I said, oh no. And I know, I'm like, Eminem probably, all of them was like, oh no. Like, why did he say that? I swear, whenever I was over, he probably apologized to everybody. I'm sorry about that line. About that Winehouse line. I don't know what happened, what came over me. I just got stuck. And that's the first thing that popped out.
Man, access this whole thing you done with him, and the stuff you play, and then I was watching the thing with him and Charlemagne, and then I watched something today he did with some other white guy. I'm like, this guy is bipolar.
Yeah, he is. He's on medication. He was supposed to be, at least he used to be. He probably stopped taking his meds. Yeah, and what excuse me, and what Joe suffered from is a condition called unattached syndrome. And with unattached syndrome, they cannot connect to people. They don't understand love. That what they think is love is only self-projection. They can only receive it. They don't know how to deliver it and reciprocate it. So what he think, like, she loves me. Talk about Tahiri or anybody else. They become emotional. They cry because they want all the attention. But they're unattached to people. They have problems latching on or expressing emotion back. It's almost borderline psychosis. So that's where Joe is as far as his mental state. And they don't know how to diagnose it, so they just say, well, bipolar. You know, just put it under bipolar, but it's really unattached syndrome. And the difference is that person is more closer to psychotic behavior, like murder and stuff like that. So do I think Joe Budden's have the capacity to really murder someone? Absolutely. Because he won't feel two ways about it. He'll feel he was the victim. They live in the denials. They don't understand. They have a hard time dealing with people. They get bored quickly. These are the type of people that, and yes, I did diagnose him without actually sitting him in the chair, but I'm that good. But this is a guy that basically, this is the most he's ever going to be. I mean, let's look at it. Pump It Up is the biggest song he's ever made. Period. That's the point and the height of his career. I can ask anybody online right now, including you and anybody else, they can't tell you a thing about that song. I'll be like, what was the words to Pump It Up? All I know is pump, 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 pump it up. You don't understand what word he said in there. All you know is jump off, oh, see, pump, pump, living over the pump, lives in some pump. Nobody knows the words to it. It's the beat. Just Blaze went off on the beat, so everybody loves the beat. But he wasn't saying anything that was of any relevance to the song. That's why people don't even remember it. And that's how his career is going to be. His career is going to be something that no one remembers. He's going to phase on out, and that's going to be the end of him. He does not have it. And that it factor is very important. But him and Ian decided they wanted to try to see if they could
take stuff down from me. Then he's been asking about me. Joe Budden's been going around asking people about me. Like, who is this guy? Like, where do we know him from? Why do you follow him? Because he saw some people that he know that follow me. And like, who is this guy? Where you know him from? So he's been asking questions about me. So he watches all of my videos. Anyone that I do that his name pops up in, even ones I don't, he's watching it all. So they thought when they got the monetization taken down off one of the other video, like, that's gonna stop it. Like, I was gonna just take the video and just throw it away. I said, nah, it's gonna stay right where it's at. I have many videos. I'm like, and just for doing that, y'all gonna get the Meek Mill special.
The Meek Mill special, what's that?
They gonna get destroyed every day until they gone and forgotten about.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, I can do this all day long with Joe Budden. And each video is different. A whole nother reason to explain why Joe Budden is where he is. It was no accident, it's no mistake why the entire industry don't like him.
Well, he got his name famous from it, because he's doing interviews and stuff right now.
Yeah, he's doing stuff right now, and then he's going to phase out. He better hope Drake mixtape comes out dissing him. That's all he could pray for. That he could throw him a life raft or something.
Oh, Kevin and Tahiri, her standards are so low, they pathetic. She said, oh, that is so lovely, he took out the trash.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
You hear everybody commenting about that?
Yeah. I mean, everybody's talking about Joe Budden, but nobody's talking about Tahiri's low self-esteem.
Yeah, people like, man, that's all she been treated so wrong. They was like, she's such a thought. He's like, that's all that mattered to her. She was like, oh, I'm so in love. He threw out the trash, but she'd have loved me. But you know what's funny, Sean? That's the kind of stuff that, you know, people, normal people, we do that stuff on the normal. Like, really,
Yeah.
that stuff really happens. I've done that before. Like, I was like, man, let me, you know, I took my stuff and put it in the trash. She was like, wow, most guys are just leave it on the table for me to throw it away. I'm like, what? Throw away their food? I'm like, I'm done eating, you put it away. I'm like, wow. I didn't know I was doing anything special. I'm like, am I a superhero now? I'm like, all I did was take my stuff and put it in the trash. But I guess when women been mistreated and treated like they nothing for so long, when they find somebody to do something different, something as simple as take the trash out, there you have it.
And Kev, that's the thing too. The crazy part is that you know, you look like when they start dogging out men, oh, men don't do that. I'm like, yeah, I do all that. And I'm like, I don't know what kind of men you be dealing with.
Yeah, because you go through it too. Once they see you doing stuff with the kids, the women be like, wow, look at him. He's here every day. He's really vested into the kids.
some event at school, and they told me you're at every event. You're the #1 super dad in the school. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I looked around and noticed I was like the only guy there.
Yep. You are super dad of the year. And that's what I told you. I'm like, all that stuff attract women. They can't stay away. They love to see a great dad.
And Kev, you saw my little trophy in our videos. #1 dad.
Yep.
Alright, where's your trophy at, Tiny?
Oh, man. And that's wild because I knew. I'm like, women love to have something. And that's why, like, a lot of my friends' girlfriends, they all used to like me. And they'll break up and all of them be trying to date me. And this is why.
And the crazy part is they dumping them, not realize you won't date your friend's girlfriend.
Nah, we can't date like that. Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they wasted their time. Like, I don't know what you thought you were going to accomplish.
Right, we can't be no couple, and I've still got to see my friend. That's no way. I would have to be some just random girl or something. And I'm like, that probably ain't gonna lead to nothing. You got to be a girl he don't care about. But their whole thing was, it was the way they was treated. I come over there, I was like a whole boat of energy. Like, because I get there, like I got off work around, 1 in the morning? So I'm all still jacked up, full of energy. They having a party or something, and all those guys used to do is take their girls, bring them all to the house, throw them on the couch, and then go play video games or rap, battle each other. All the guys, I'm like, y'all just left the girls on the couch. And that's the date.
Yep.
And y'all order a pizza and got them sitting there watching y'all play video games. They over there playing Halo. So I'm the only one sitting over there talking to the girls.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, hey, how y'all doing? Who's who? And all this and that. And they just talking and waiting. And when I get in a conversation with my buddies or whatever, and I'm talking with them, they over there just talking to each other like, I like his shirt and he's so cute. And I'm like, all this stuff is flying around over there. And next thing you know, I get a call like, man, I don't know what's going on with her. She's been acting crazy for a week. Yeah, I had to dump her. Yeah, then I was talking about the actual. Did you see the one with DeMarco Murray and the teammate? He was messing with his teammate's wife down in Dallas.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, I did that one today.
Yeah, I saw that on your channel, but I didn't watch it. I didn't know who they were.
Oh yeah, he was the running back for the Dallas Cowboys. He had the best season of any running back probably in Dallas, next to Emmitt Smith, for an individual season, and then he had to get out. It was a contract year. No player in the NFL history has ever had a year like that and not signed back with the team.
Oh, wow.
He ended up going to Philly. Why? Because he was messing around with that guy's wife. In Texas, like I said, they'll do with anything. I'm like, they'll hang somebody, they'll do anything in the world, but they would not, they'd be cocaine. No, we can get crack cocaine, we can cover all that up. Weed, no, that's nothing. Messing with somebody's wife, messing with another man's wife, that is not going to ride in Dallas.
Yeah, they can't cover that up.
No. They don't like that in Dallas. That's the kind of news and press they want to avoid.
Yeah.
So when this happened, they went ahead and said, you know what? This is a bad situation. We just need to part ways with DeMarco Murray. So they offered him something so disrespectful. That's what was so hurtful to him. Like, y'all offer was so disrespectful. It's like y'all didn't want me back. And he was like, I told y'all I ain't do nothing. And they just didn't believe him. And I'm like, after reading the text messages, you wouldn't believe it either. And the husband, they used to be teammates in college when they played at Oklahoma. And he thought this was his friend. And his wife, you know, she see him being an athlete, and this guy, he's trying to get in the NFL. He's on the practice teams and stuff, and he going around, but he hasn't made the type of success that DeMarco has. And so she got his number and started contacting him directly and talking to him directly. Next thing you know, she's sending out text messages through him, and she used to delete her whole profile. I mean, you know how you delete all the messages? Then she just started saying, well, he don't know my passcode, so there's no need for me to delete anything. So they, you know, he was getting a deal to go play for the Chargers. She's like, he moved out. Like, so then, what's his name? He was like, so I can sleep with you in your bed now? She was like, if that's where you want to sleep with me at, yeah. I'm like, oh, wow. And they got this on the text message, and her husband put it on Twitter.
No, wow.
And then it was everywhere. And this ruined his whole negotiation with the Dallas Cowboys. So, you know, the fact that he was getting ready to be sued, he came out and took it all back. I jumped to conclusions. My wife never slept and cheated on me. I love my wife.
Yeah, but wow.
Yeah, I'm like, how you have all this evidence? She saved his phone number, under the name Spray Tan.
Oh, wow.
He had all this information. Because, see, women make a mistake and think men are just all slow. And they stop paying attention to stuff they do and think the man ain't paying attention. Sean, he learned the first two numbers on her phone for her passcode. Watching her type it in, he just saw that he knew it was two numbers, so he just started from there, like 3500, 3501, 3502. He kept going. Till eventually he got the right 4 digits.
No, wow. And that's all she wrote.
Yeah, that's all he needed. And once he got in there and he was reading those messages, he knew. And he couldn't believe it was his friend.
I tell you what, Kevin, we'll talk about this a bit. I gotta get ready for Bible study. I just got to the house.
All right.
I done took the wine out of Haney house. I done took the wine out of Haney house. I done took the wine out of Haney house. I done took the wine out of Haney house. I done took the wine out of Haney house. I done took the wine out of Haney house.